You can unmute yourself and ask.
57. If you have any question, you can ask me. Then we will start in 2 minutes.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Ma'am, it is not possible to continue this program in the evening time?
Evening time means, yeah, 3 to 4:30 also one.
Ma'am, you can get the recordings, okay? So, I mean, every day only I am uploaded the recordings. The YouTube links I am going to send to all.
1:30.
Evening 6 after 6 o'clock.
After 6 o'clock, it will be difficult for others also. Today is Sunday.
Yeah.
Actually, we are maximum time we are coming on the way. We have to keep it on. Sometimes some things are not audible properly. That's why I'm asking.
Okay,
And
ma'am,
it is not
no problem.
only we are
You can
listening the
watch the
leisure
videos.
time.
What we'll do? Say
Okay,
separately
no.
we'll conduct one, ma'am. Separately we'll
Yes.
conduct one for all the CBSE school teachers from across the India, you can say. Okay,
Okay,
very
okay.
soon I'm planning that one also. I've already talked with our VC and register for the PGT teachers from West Bengal, Assam, Bihar, Jharkhand, and Odisha. So
Acha.
trying to join all the teachers for only all the teachers only. We are going to
Oh,
conduct emerging technology that session. Like blockchain will be there, something generative AI will be there, cloud will be there. So that minimum basic knowledge you should gain so that you can transport those things to the student.
okay. Thank you, sir.
Very soon I am going to do that.
Okay.
Ma'am, you can start, huh? I think no questions are
Okay.
there. Start.
Okay. Now then we'll start how to build the decentralized application, like using some of the tools of the Ethereum, like with the Tuffle, with the like Ganas, the private blockchain, Redmint private blockchain, and the MetaMask. So before we see that web application, we know about how to develop web application. In web application, we know like we just develop the browser through the browser, that is front end is there. We just connect. We just write something in the back end to connect to the server. But what about the decentralized application? In decentralized application, it is not directly connected, like all the blockchain is not directly can communicate with this server, like it use the web3.js. Through the web3.js, it will collection of some files, some files that make enable to interact with the smart contracts, like through that it will store something in the blockchain and it will extract from the smart contract. Web3 make enable to do this. And here we use web3 provider. One of the web3 provider is the MetaMask. MetaMask will use to connect the client browser with the smart contract, so that it will help to connect that our blockchain, our private blockchain, and with that will create some front end or something, or our server, it will help to connect that. It is the one of the Web3 provider. And here in the GS stack, like we have the header, upper that peer-to-peer network and operating system. Then it will have the EVM, like we are using, will create with the Ethereum blockchain. We'll create with the private Ethereum blockchain. Then we'll make the decentralized app upon the Ethereum. See, first we'll use, for this purpose, we'll use the TUFL framework, which will give allow us to build the decentralized application on Ethereum blockchain, and it provide the suitable tools, like some of the tools it will support, that will allow us to write the smart contract with the Solidity programming language, and it have some framework is there. You can see here, like what is the TUFL?
No.
See, TUFL blockchain, it will give the ready-made framework to develop, like it has some files, some tools, something is included in this. It will help to generate, it help to develop one ready-made project. See, it is TUFL. You can go to this TUFL. See, this TUFL is help to end-to-end development, and for the debugging, for the faster, easier, and safer Ethereum simulation. And also it will give, there is certain project is there. You can read the documentation here, and certain project on end-to-end development. You can see that certain project is available here. We can use that project, like we'll identify which type of like decentralization application we want to develop, and we can use that framework, or it will give that, like for the front end, for the back end, for the migration from the front end to back end, it will give proper framework. Like we'll not like worried about how to connect, how to create the separately, how to create the front end, how to work with the back end, then how to connect with the Web3. So you can take help of the TUFL. See, first before we start developing the decentralization application, first task is you have to install that TUFL, then NPP, then Node.js. Okay, these three things is needed to start, or Ganas. I will show you what is the Ganas. Is the ready-made private blockchain, and MetaMask. If you want to work with me, like now you want to run the things, know about these things simultaneously, you can download, you can install that TOEFL now. You can taste TOEFL is working or not, and you can see that here some TOEFL boxes is there, lens boxes, and this is the well developed project. You can take help of this framework. You can change according to your project. We'll also
ତୁ କୋଉଠି ପକେଇଲୁ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ କୋଉଥିରେ ଖେଳେ
we'll also take in our project, we'll also take help of the paid self, which is like a simple one, like from that framework we'll use, and I will show you how we'll use that framework, how we'll use that tools to develop our decentralized application. First is you have to install that TUFL, that will use one of the existed project of the TUFL. Then another one is Ganas. See, Ganas. Ganas is the private, or you can say personal blockchain. See, you will download according to your like operating system. Like I have already downloaded the Ganas. Okay. See. See, Ganas, you can open with the new workspace or quick start. Like for this purpose only, we just for the quick start will open it and we will see what is this Ganas actually. It is the personal Ethereum, or you can say it is the private blockchain. It a private Ethereum blockchain, or you can say it is a ready-made blockchain. Like Remix ID, it will give some account and in that some ethers. And here also the same thing, it will give the accounts. You can see that 10 accounts is there. And by default, they have balance that 100 ether is there in their account. And this is the indexing, like this is the current block, and this is the gas price limit. This is the gas price, then gas price limit, then hard fork, then this is a network id. Like if you create the private blockchain, they say this in this id will join anyone, any node will join. This is the RPC server. This is the mining status. Automatically it will mine. Then it is, these are the accounts. These are the block. Till now, no block is formed. No block is generated. This is the transaction. There is no transaction. No contract till now. Events, logs will see, like logs. Before I have run some programs. So these are the logs of the this Ganas. So we'll take help of this. Thing. First, we use that TOEFL framework for our development of decentralized application. Then, TOEFL project structure is that we create some directory and initialize various component of DF using TOEFL init. Then we'll compile it. Then we'll develop, generate the test blockchain account using the TOEFL develop. Then we'll migrate. Then we'll migrate our contract to migrate contract to blockchain. Then we'll test it, then we'll run it. Software for the decentralized application. First, the TOEFL we use, that Node.js, the MetaMask, then one of the editor we can use. See, first step to setting up the simple TOEFL DApp. First we'll get some structure, then we'll write some smart contract. Like the smart contract we want to deploy in the blockchain, and we have to extract the, like we have to store something in the blockchain, or we extract from the blockchain. We'll write the logic in the contract, then develop one client side application some to interact with the contract. First, if first you have successfully like installed the TOEFL, then you will check this is working or not. Say first we'll initiate TOEFL. Say we just initiate TOEFL starting in it. Then it will store like try scaffold to the get started. Then we can check. Okay, we'll make some folder. Okay, just in this folder we have initiated in this TOEFL project folder. Then we'll check where is that. Okay, first you have to initiate your project TOEFL. Then it will starting the unbox, like preparing the downbox, then download its box, and it will downloading, and it will give the some framework, and it will give some command one by one command you have to run. See that it look like when you do like create, it will complete. See, when you initiate the TOEFL, you will get some folder of the contract and migration, test, and initial the configuration file. Then you will, whatever you want to run the contract, deploy the contract, or migrate the contract, means deploy on the blockchain, you will keep here. Then migration, in migration folder you have to like you have to write some JS file for the migration. In test, whatever you want to like test some of their test, like in project, normal project, like some test cases you have provided like this. In test you have to do this, and there is some configuration file. See, then we'll use one of the existed their TOEFL project, so that it will help us to develop a good project. Like we'll develop one simple project, so we'll take help of the paid stuff, we'll not do from the scratch. So like we'll use that now. Now we'll unbox one of the project. TOEFL unbox paid serve. will unbox like it is the existed project on the TOEFL. Then we'll take help of that according to our project. We'll change its front end and we'll change the contract. We'll change the migration file. It's downloaded. You can try with me also if you'll get. If it is successfully done, you will get the answer also how to develop. Okay. Okay. Then we'll get some, we can check now some tuple 2. We'll get some existed like some files that some contract is there, some there already developed migration contract is there. There. Okay, wait a minute. See, we'll get like we have some contract, some migration contract already there is in that box. We get some contract, some migration file, some JS file, how to migrate to the blockchain, then some node modules like tools used to connect like Web3, like it will connect the front end to that blockchain. Then some test file, you can add some test file like for your purpose, like your project, what you want to test, test file you will give here. Then this is the source like css, like to font you can change here. To if you want to add some images you will do here. And also index file is the here, indexing will be done, you can do here. Then app.js means how front end you want to like add some buttons and all these things, you can add here like how or like how front end will work, like how you have to extract the information of the contract, you will mention all these things in app.js. Okay, like TOEFL.configuration file, like here we have, you have mentioned that module exports, we have mentioned that what is the network, and like this is the address of like gate here. This is the address of the gate file, like was, port number 7545, then host is 127.0.0.1, and network ID, like we don't need any network ID, like it is a private, so any network ID. And development port we have mentioned, like if there is, you will not use the ganas here, if you want to use the gate, you can, you can modify this network. Or if you want to use some like remix id, then you will put that to connect its host id, port id, network id, you will change here only. Okay, then package.json file, it is what is the version, like project name, we are working with the project name, this version, this description, you like about the project you can mention here, like and directory test files, all these tests you can add here. Then what is the develop software server, you can add here. Then author license, this is under light server, you have to mention that which server you want to use. This much information you want to know. You have to you have to change the tuple configuration file, then app.js file, then index.js file, index HTML file, and app.js file, HTML file, just how it look like, the front end, how it look like. Then app.js file, how it interact, how that when you press the button or when there is something event will be occur like in the front end, how it work. You have to mention all this thing in app.js. Then like migration, like how many contract you want to migrate in the blockchain, you have to mention here. And under the contract you have to mention the contract, like which contract you want to deploy. That's it. Then we will go one by one. First we unboxed, like we'll get full framework, like already project, like paid stuff project, that is very like general project, like normal project, like we'll utilize it for our development of our project decentralized app. Like here I already mentioned that contract, there will be all smart contract live, like you have to store what smart contract for your application you will use. You will store inside the contract folder. And migration, this is where migration file, like how to migrate your contract. To migration means how to deploy in the blockchain. This requires the migration to change the state of the database, like I have mentioned in the Ethereum. Node modules, it will contain all nodes dependency, whatever we'll use in our project. This is the node module. You don't want to do all these things. No need of to uh, know about all this detail. Okay, then source, like client side application, like there like some HTML file, some JS file is there. I told you like HTML file you have to decide like what about your front end. Then that JS file, after JS file, how it works, you have to mention that. All this source client side application code will be reside in the src folder. Then test, where like you have to write some test script, like test code, like you have to test each and every point, like in software development you query something, or you do like give something that give some test cases, like that in test folder you have to mention that. Tuple.js file, this is the main configuration file for the tuple project. Then next thing is that to creating this, first next we'll create one new file, that is news.sol file. Like this solitary file we want to deploy in our blockchain. And what is this? Okay, see, we'll create this one. See, under contract we'll create another file, that is news.solidity file. That is here is written is that it use this version, then contract news. Then it have the structure of address. It contain the address of the publisher and the string, that news description. It is two things we have used, the address, like publisher address, and the description of the news. And also like we mapping the integer to like news feeds, like news count. After one, after we add news, it will and there we use the counter, it will increase the counting value. Then will it is a mapping, like it will, each news it will generate one number. Through that number we can face our news feed. Like this is mapping key value thing is there. After like we are pressing that 1 2 3, then it will give the news feed. And then function, it is a function of our news. It will help to add the news, like is the like news who did this, who will publishes this news, and this is the description of news. Then next thing is that this is our like smart contract you want to deploy in the on the Ganachi, like our private blockchain. After that, we'll develop our front end, then we'll connect it. Okay. After that, first is we migrate it. First we compile it, then we'll migrate it. We have the migration.solidify, in which that same thing they have written that who is the owner only do this thing, like migration, who will initiate that, the that person will be the message that sender is the owner, and this function is restricted like contact owner. And now we'll migrate it. First compile, truffle compile. It will compile all our contract, then we'll migrate it. It will reflect here. If it will successfully migrated, means it will deployed in the blockchain, then it will reflect here. That build folder, it automatically it will create for the contract. Okay, it is taking time. See, like after compile, see, after compile, then we migrated. It will like start the migration. It will give that will migrate on the Ganas. It will showing like this, like how much time, what is the transaction hash, block, contract address, block number, block timestamp. Like it will take, or we can check here. It will show that what is the transaction, what is the log, all these things we can get here. Then next is that after the migration, then here is the migration code. Let's migrate our smart contract on the Ganas. Here is the migration code. Like it will do migration. It like deploy that. This is the news file. That news solidity. It is create the migration folder. We need the migration folder for this. Like previously one migration file is there, that is normal migration, then it is for the this solidity file migration. Then tuple migrate, then tuple test, then we'll go to the index.html file. Then HTML file you will change according to your front end, whatever you want, like design you want for the front end, you will change in the HTML file like some like taste or some like button you want to use, you will change in the index file. Then how you want to work like event, like you will change on the app.js file. See, it is migrated. It is saying, see, current block now. You can see the current block is 2. Previously, current block was 0. Now, current block is 2. And you can see here the log value. It is updated. Then it is updating. Like event you can check here. Like you can check also the contract here also. And transaction. Here you can see the transactions. We have created the transaction. Like it is successfully deployed. Migrated means it is successfully deployed on this our private blockchain. Like we have developed there through the web3, like we have given this server address, then through that f3 that we have deployed successfully on this chain. Otherwise, we'll see this one already existed one. It is just migrated one contract. Now we migrated we have like this migration.solidity file is migrated in our canas. Now also we have created another migration file here. In migration file, it will migrated to this code. It will migrated like our news.sol file is migrated in the canas. Okay. Okay. To change also, you can see the index.html file. You can see the index.html file. Here you can see that we have to add our code to make it as per our decentralized application. See, we want to develop, this is our front end, like some account address, like publisher address, description. We want to do like some front end is like this to what you want to post news, like we want to do some button like post news, some submit like our news, like it is total like what you want, like front end design you can add here, and in app.js how you want to work with that you will add this one. In app.js have to paste like here. If you will click the button, what will be the activities, all these things, what will be the function event, you can mention here in app.js. Okay, yeah. We'll close this one. Tuple migrate. This is the two contract we deployed. We have migrated to this network ID, and you can check here. Like previously 2 is there, now it is a 6 because of we deployed the two contract here. Then we can test it. Like there is no testing file, so no need to test, but I think there is 3 command is there. You have to run it. You have to first compile, migrate, then test. Then you have to run the development server. You have to click the npm run dev. Then you have tested, then this is the front end. After you typing here, like you have to post here, it has to forward to some MetaMask account. Connect the account. Is not connected. It is like you have to connect it first, then it will publish the news and it will improve it. Like a counter will be like 1 2, then we can extract the things. Here first is we have connected, you have connected to Ganas. Like this MetaMask is connected to Ganas and connected to the blockchain. Okay, it is connected to the blockchain and connected to this web client. See how we can connect these two ganas, we have to first, you have to go to the MetaMask wallet. You have to search MetaMask wallet. You have to download it. You have to go to the MetaMask wallet. I have already downloaded it. I have already did the setup. You have to download it and this wallet, and you will get some wallet look like this. Then after that, you have to add, like, to connect like blockchain. You have to first import the account. Like here, you will go to, say, you have to paste this private key. Then you have to copy the private key from there. You have to paste here. Then you have to import. Like account is imported here, and before that you have to, already I have connected to Ganax. Otherwise, you have to first go to the network. In that network, add the custom network. Then in that custom network, first add through the RPC URL. Then you have to go here. Then you have to copy this thing. Go to the network, add custom network, then add RPC, then you will paste it. Here, if you want to connect this wallet to, like, Gana's private blockchain, you have to paste here this HTTP address. Or if you want to connect with the remix ID, also there is some address, that HTTP address is there. You have to connect through this. Otherwise, in Geth also, then there is, we have some like address like HTTP. We have yesterday we have shown that to opening the console or initiate the Geth network.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Somebody is asking, please can you come back to the steps of connecting in chat box?
Okay.
Chat box only somebody has written. Muhammad Bello.
Can you come back to steps of connecting? Connecting of what? Like Ganas to MetaMask, or like Truffle to Ganas, then Ganas to MetaMask? What you want to start? Like we have to start again connecting through MetaMask. Okay. See, first you have to install that MetaMask wallet. You have to install the MetaMask through this. Then you have to start here. To connect with the Ganas, first you will go to the network. In network, add the custom network. In custom network, you have to, like, any network name, like if you have already any network name, you can add, or you have to add the RPC URL. If you want to connect with the Ganas, you have to go to this and you have to copy this one. You have to connect, you have to paste here. Why it automatically close? Okay. You have to see. You have to paste here, add the URL, and you have to give some chain ID. 1.3 it is currently used already in another browser. I have it is opened, so it is showing that it is already used. So after that you have to write the ETS here, then you will save here. Okay, it is already Ganaj. You have to give any name to this, then you will save here. Like actually this chain ID is already like connected here. We are already connected here. That's why it is showing that with one chain ID you cannot this. To remove this thing, we have to first we have to delete this thing. Okay, we have to connect through that network ID. We'll go to the network, add the custom network, then you will select the add RPC, then you will paste the RPC. If you get like to connect with the gate, you will give the RPC URL. If you want to connect with that like remix ID, then you will paste the I will show you like in a remix also where you will get the RPC URL, or you can you can explore that thing, like you can connect with the MetaMask to remix ID, and you have to only paste this thing here, then it will automatically connect with that. Then for the account generation you have to add the wallet. You can, if in another browser I have another wallet, I can import the wallet. I can import the wallet from there, or we can import the account. Like we can import the this account by copy the private key of this account, then we'll paste there. We'll paste here. Then we'll import like already we have tried to duplicate version. Okay, see, we'll use this one. I have open source accounts. Just wait. Yes, accounts, add wallet, import account, paste here, then import it. Then we'll get another account, this account, and it will reflect like for the internet purpose it will showing that 0.0. Actually it will showing that how much money have that account in the gate, like same transaction, same thing will be like reflected here, see, this is the mainnet, and some other testnet is present here. Also you can send any ether to like from your account, like see, we already have 100 ETS. This is our, we can send anyone to from this ether, like this the 100 ether is from like dummy ether we get from the Ganesh account. We have now this 100 ether with us, we can transfer. Or like before that when we add some transaction, like it's some transaction, it is not worked because we did not have that much of ether with us. Then after that we earned some ether, we connected with that Ganas, like now we have ether, we can do the transaction. Okay, if you have any doubt you can ask now about this, or you can now also you can try this Ganas. First you will try to run the Ganas and get to know about each and everything about the Ganas. Then then try to download that wallet, that MetaMask wallet, and try to get acquainted with how this MetaMask wallet can be connected with any one of the blockchain. Try with Ganache with this RPC server. Also try to connect with the Remix ID. Then try to connect with the Gate. Okay. So we can use this account. We can deploy through this. We can deploy to this blockchain network in our smart contract. So, and then TOEFL. Three things you have to try. Then it will help to develop the decentralized application. This one of the blockchain. It will help us to deploy the contract in the Ethereum, like it is the private, or if you want to in public, or we are now dealing with the private because we don't want to invest like money for our experience, like we will not deploy in the mainnet. So you can try with one of the private blockchain like Geth or Ganas or Remix ID. Then develop one, like first you will connect that blockchain with the MetaMask. Then you will get some TOEFL, some framework, and whatever project you want to develop, just change the app.js and index.html file. This is the front end. What button, what space you want to add, how your front end will be look like. This will reflected in the index.html, and how it work, that is in the app.js, and the contract you want to deploy or function, like you want to do function, you have to add contract writing, you have to write the contract here. Then for that you have to add some migration file, like here migration file you have to add here, initial migration.js for the migration file, and this for the you have to change this one, like which contract you want, you have to mention here. And here this news is the, like this news you have to deploy it. These changes will, you can do according to your project. And also you have to change this one, like if you want use the Ganas, then you have to use this 7545, otherwise I think Remix ID 8545 or 8545 is there, or Gate also there is. In Gate you can give according to your like network ID, port ID you can give. Then you have to change the thing in this. Okay. No worries. How many connections you have done, ma'am? Are they same, used alternately, or different? You can ask question now. I will demonstrate. Like actually, I have installed the app like MetaMask wallet here also, and in these two browsers. So that's why it is not working now. Otherwise, if that will show this box also, you will add the post news. It will generate one counter 1, 2, 3, 4. Then after that, with 1, 2, 3, 4, we'll extract with that number. We'll extract our news. Like like it will, when you will do something here, like if you'll do something like you try to run, then it will forward to the MetaMask. You have to connect, like I have already showed that how to connect. See, it will show like that imported account is not connected to localhost till now. After that it can see, whenever you will do this transaction, it will forward to the MetaMask. Each and every, like for the each transaction, we have to pay some money, pay some ether, so that it forward to this, and we have to confirm in this, then it will show the action. Actually, in both website it is running, so that it is not showing. Otherwise, these final website is look like publisher address and description. Whenever you will put some number, like what number it generate for the each news, then after putting that number it will show that publisher address and description, and some ether will be reduced from your account. It will look like this. Yes, you can ask me question. This link is not opening. If you have any question, you can ask me. I think uh, I think there is no time to discuss the Hyperledger. Okay, if you have any question, you can ask me how to connect or how to how to connect MetaMask with the ID, Remix ID, or how we'll connect with Geth. We have already did the Geth downloads. See, yesterday I also demonstrated about the Geth. In that Geth, we have see we mentioned that Genesis, then console, where we started console. After Genesis, yesterday also we started we gave some chain ID, like some chain ID and some network ID. At that time also, when you started the Geth network, you can give that network ID and port ID. And whenever you will try to develop some DApp, at that time you can give in the TOEFL file, you can give here your host ID and port ID and network ID. If you have any question, you can ask. Otherwise, I think there is the Hyperledger thing. We'll cover that one. That's in next session. We'll discuss about some of the projects, like my some of the papers we'll discuss, and what is the scope to do, like to do the explore the application and to do the projects or research. We can discuss.
Means any one of you wants to do some project work, first you just complete whatever things ma'am has covered. Because last in summer school also many students has interested showing their interest to start the project, but after that nobody came. So whatever things we have covered, you just first go through that one, try to implement the basics. Then only you can, if you are thinking something different, then you can contact to ma'am. Otherwise, there is means waste of time. Anyway, ma'am, I think no questions are there. We can start at 3 o'clock because 3 sessions are there. We should have at least 2 hours back, means break.
Yes.
If any questions are there, ma'am, ready to take?
Hello,
Yes,
ma'am.
as I am going to just upload the videos, so you can get the material from there only. Okay, and you can practice from there. Because along with the PPT, ma'am also speaking that that videos are there. Right. All of you just fill the attendance link in the first session I had not given. Any questions are there, you can unmute yourself and ask the question, otherwise you will stop here. Again, we will join at 3 o'clock. Yes, Bala, any questions?
Yes, sir. I have question.
Yes, Mohammed. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
My
Mohammed.
question is, I asked, what is Blockchain Explorer and how does blockchain handle high volume of gas fee. That is like for Ethereum gas fee.
What?
How does blockchain handle high? I say, how does blockchain handle high risk contract of gas fee for like Ethereum?
Smart contract is not used in the Bitcoin. It is only used in the Ethereum and Hyperledger. Like, what you want to ask, like high risk smart contract, or I'm not getting your question actually.
Yes.
Like
Can you
you
repeat
So the first question is, what is blockchain explorer? The blockchain explorer. I
blockchain
need more
explorer?
light on it.
blockchain
Blockchain
is
explorer.
it is so
Yes.
yeah. I can share with like see. It give the all prices, all information about the all blockchains. That blockchain explorer. It is all information only, like latest block. Like I have shown that Etherscan, like that only. It is the blockchain explorer. Like you can see latest transaction is going on, and Bitcoin. All like what is the price of all like blockchain, like Ethereum, Bitcoin, BNB, SRP, Solana. All this thing is that it is a trading. All this is here. You can search here, you can see the things, what is the latest block in the Bitcoin and Ethereum. You can check all these things, what is happening in all blockchain. Like here, latest transaction of the Bitcoin only. There, Etherscan, we have checked about the Ether, like Ethereum blockchain. Here it is showing that in the Bitcoin transaction.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. It's a good foundation to practice privately, but
Yeah.
is there a way to contact you while we are doing
Yes, I will
further?
provide my mail ID. Actually, I have covered some basic things, and also you have to practice to write the smart contract, and also Hyperledger Fabric also nowadays is the trend, like Hyperledger Fabric also you can try. Also in Ethereum is also sufficient to develop some projects and all these things. And I run some basic things. I have covered the basic thing, but if you want to do some project, I have some project. And if you want to continue some research work, there is many challenges in the blockchain, and there is a integration of the blockchain to the AI, IoT, cloud nowadays. And yeah, I can help you, like to guide you throughout. Like if you want to research, do the research or project, I can give you my mail ID. You can contact me through the mail ID.
Thank you.
Okay, now I am
Session
giving.
ma'am will share all the details. Fine. So
Hmm.
don't worry for that one, because we are also going to share a Google form. Anyone interested to go further, so definitely they are going to share their email ID. We are going to contact our ma'am from the ma'am side also. She is going to contact. So don't worry for that one. We are also going to conduct the next step of this one, like this one, the basic one. So we have divided this blockchain course to 4 steps. And this is the basic one, only 3 days. Next, we are planning to do it for the 5 days, then 15 days, like that only. So we have more things will be covered by the ma'am only. Okay, so don't
Yeah,
worry.
basic things I have covered, but many things whenever we'll run some project, then we'll get some idea. Like
Yes,
how it is, like transaction will be done, how block is added, and all these things we'll get idea. Like when you run some project, and I suggest you all have to run some GitHub projects and supply chain projects. There is many supply chain project is there, and there is well developed supply chain project is there, like front end, back end, all these thing is there. You can try with that supply chain project. After, if you get like just copy, try to run it and understand what is in that. If you understand that existed one, then you can think about it, you can develop the new one. First you can think about some problem statement, new problem statement, and where you can adapt, in which case you can adapt the blockchain. Then you will try to develop. If you know about that, like how to develop, and you have fundamental things, then you can integrate both things. Okay, now you know about which blockchain can be adapted in which use case. If you tried one supply chain like Ethereum or Hyperledger or like blockchain, Solana blockchain, you can try the implementation part, like whatever the GitHub present. Then try to find out one problem statement, how we can adapt the blockchain. Then you can start your project. In case if you have need further help, you are on the project, yes, you can contact me. I'll be there, like I'll be help you, like research work, project work. Anytime you can contact me. It is my pleasure to help you in the blockchain project. Like you have to first run one of the existing projects, supply chain project. Very good projects are there, then you can imagine like how it is working. In this session, we'll only discuss about how whatever like research work I have done, then what project you can do it, like you can do in the blockchain. Then you can choose some project from them, or you can choose by your own project, own things. Then you can try it, and anytime you can contact me, I can guide you.
Okay, then I think we should stop here. Next at 3 o'clock again we'll join. Thank you, ma'am. Again we'll join at 3 o'clock. Yes, I'm going to share you the attendance, so don't ask to ma'am to share. Okay, because my head does not have it. Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. You can leave.